And still from our election headquarters, NDC parliamentary candidate for Tema Central, Ebi Bright, has questioned government's political will in making any meaningful improvement in educational infrastructure. Her assertion comes on the back of government's failure to complete e-block and Get Fund projects scattered around the country after more than 7 years of taking over reins. She says the next NDC government will right these wrongs from 2025. Ebi Bright was speaking at an engagement with teachers at Tema ahead of the 2024 elections. Here's more from our correspondent Kwame Yanka.
This is the third time NDC parliamentary candidate Ebi Bright is taking a shot at the Tema Central constituency seat after 2 unsuccessful attempts. The constituency has voted for the New Patriotic Party in previous elections, but believed she could get the nod this time around, as she shares her vision and that of NDC for teachers and education in the country. Crucial for her are policies that address teachers' welfare, accommodation, promotion, among other areas that will enable teachers give off their best. Ebi Bright says teachers currently struggle with accommodation in the constituency and must benefit from housing projects as part of redevelopment of Tema. She wondered if government was committed to educational infrastructure.
And so, of course, like our flag bearer promised, we're going to start with completing abandoned projects. To be honest with you, there are not that many projects which are completely ill-conceived. Every time they come up with a project, it is in response to a perceived need. But then, of course, the process is usually beset with corruption and all kinds of situations. And by the time those projects see the light of day or they don't see the light of day, you and I are fatigued. And the need for those projects have probably expired their time. So if anybody is really interested in rescuing the country, we need to revisit the rationale behind all these uncompleted projects and see that we complete them, however possible.
Ebi Bright used the opportunity to explain how teachers could benefit from NDC's 24-hour economy.
Even if you start out as just a mere, excuse my language, factory worker, you want to be able to move up. And if we accord them the opportunities to study, you know, adult education, or to better their grades and move on to study, I think that would be doing our whole social environment some justice. And this is where I'm looking forward to teachers like you, hoping that you will take up the challenge to take on to teach a few subjects, you know, a few times a week, or you know, every day of the week, as also you're appropriating the 24-hour economy, making extra hours for yourself, but also making sure that the downtime hours in our educational sector are used up for something profitable. However, we need to look at the infrastructure in our schools, the security, light. And so when we talk about the 24-hour economy, people assume that we're talking about something in an abstract. We're very well aware of the costs of this, but it is the only way.
Meanwhile, Deputy Greater Accra Regional Treasurer for NDC, Kennedy Hedo, commended Ebi Bright for this engagement.
Page 69, from page 69 going, it talks about teachers.
It's quite clear that teachers are worse off under this government. Because NDC knows the importance of teachers, page 69 of our 2020 manifesto stated how we intended to improve the conditions of teachers and education at large. NDC introduced policies such as Get Fund, but it's a pale shadow of itself under this NPP administration. Ebi Bright pointed out that Tema Technical Institute is not receiving the needed attention as she courts companies to support struggling schools.